This video is brought to you by our patrons. Keep us independent by supporting us on Patreon. Kia ora koutou and welcome to Civilization: A New Dawn and its expansion in about 3 minutes each. There is no solo mode. It's a game for 1 to 4 players, 5 with the expansion, playing time is medium, and it's a moderately complex game. You are the leader of a civilization looking to make your mark on the world. Can you build cities, fend off invaders, research new technologies, and ultimately build the greatest wonders in the world? The game ends at the end of a round where a player has completed one objective of each of the objective cards. If multiple players do this, the winner is the player with the most wonders. Action selection. Each round you will choose 1 of 5 actions to take. Card management. These action cards can be upgraded throughout the game. Asymmetry. Each civilization has a unique power. Player turn. The game's core mechanic is this track of 5 cards. On your turn, you will select one of these cards to play. The further right the card is, the stronger its effect. Once a card is used, move it to the far left and slide all cards right 1 step. Cards may also get trade goods, which boost their effectiveness. Your turn will be 1 card action, then the next player acts. Let's look at the cards. Pottery is in the 2 slot, and we use the bottom ability here to build a city. Because the card's in the 2 slot, the city must be on hills or grasslands. Cities must not be adjacent to other cities or city-states, so we place it here. The early empire card lets us place control tokens. As it's in the 5 slot, we can place in all terrain types. If we place where a resource token is, we claim it. Trade goods grant you more placements. A city fully surrounded by water or control tokens is considered a mature city. Masonry lets us attack enemies with the strength of its slot. The barbarian's defense is its terrain type, 3 for woods. So the first attack does nothing. The second succeeds and the barbarian is removed and we gain a trade good. Barbarians can respawn, but not if their spawn point is occupied. You can also use the military action to flip control tokens, making them harder to attack. Astrology grants new technologies. Here we upgrade 2 cards to their level 2 versions. Currency lets us place 2 caravans and move them 4 spaces. Trade goods give extra moves. Caravans must move from your capital or a mature city. If you reach a city-state, get 2 trade goods and their bonus card. If you reach a player, it's trade goods and one of their diplomacy cards. Any trade goods acquired go on your cards in any places you wish. Finally, we go to build a wonder. This costs 9. You can pay this via the card strength, 1 for trade goods, 2 for matching resources, and any other discounts. Take the wonder card and place the matching tile under a city. A city may only have 1 wonder. After all players' turns, this wheel moves. Here, each mature city gives 1 trade good. Here, barbarians move based on a dice roll. They flip reinforced tokens, remove normal ones, and remove cities, as well as destroying caravans. But they only act once per turn. Natural wonders can be claimed and grant a discount to wonder building. Why would you like this game? A New Dawn sets out to make a 2-hour or less civilization game, and it almost does this. Don't get me wrong, the game itself is good, but the core box alone doesn't quite deliver the civilization experience. What it does have, however, is an innovative and excellent card management system that drives the game. This system is genius, and the upgrades you choose really make a difference, especially as you're almost certainly not going to get all of them. And the fact you do 1 card action and move on means the game is fast paced, and once a group knows what they're doing, it really hums along. All up, A New Dawn is a great game for people who want the feel of a civilization game, but only have 2 hours to play. The best thing about this game is its core card system, which is already being borrowed for other games. However, the core game feels more like an abstracted race to complete those objective cards than a proper civilization game, and the interaction between players can be on the low side, as there are far more incentives to turtle up and build than go on the attack. I also suspect some folks will hate the cartoony Civilization 6 art style. Now let's look at the expansion. I'm one of those people who thinks an expansion really fixes a game, but few expansions change a game as dramatically as Terra Incognita. The first thing to note is that the board is not fully built at the start of the game, and that your caravans and armies can explore and add new tiles to the board. Oh yeah, you have armies now. The military cards have been completely replaced, and now your army cards move around and fight. The military cards also no longer have the ability to reinforce tokens, so you have to use your armies at some point. The card system is now 6 cards, with the first 2 slots counting as 1 strength. This introduces a whole new type of card, growth cards. Growth cards are how you reinforce tiles, but they also allow you to place districts. Districts are unique markers that provide ongoing benefits. When the new turn dial reaches this spot, each of your districts activates, generating trade goods and other effects. When the dial reaches this spot, you can choose one of your cards in the 1 slots and place a government tile on them. This tile means that card will activate as though they are 1 or 2 slots more to the right. There are tokens for each sort of card. There's also 10 new civilizations and unique technology for all 18 civilizations. This means China can start with writing instead of astrology, whereas the Americans have a powerful late game radio technology. There are also forts. defensible positions that when first taken immediately become a city. These forts have 2 associated objective cards, and now you must complete 4 cards to win. This makes direct player conflict a lot more likely. And finally, there are pieces for a 5th player. The core game was a good game, and if I did silver medals it would get one, but the overhaul in Terra Incognita elevates the game to gold medal status. It finally feels like a legitimate short Civilization game. The only downside to the expansion is it does slightly increase the playtime due to the exploration. For another game using a similar card system, try Ark Nova, and for a far heavier Civ game, try Through the Ages. Civilization: A New Dawn. Is this the new deck builder? And if you enjoyed this video, come support us on Patreon, hit the notification button, like, share, and subscribe to the channel.